Hey YouTube fam, this is Trucker Jeff. Just letting you know today, June 5th, supposed to go out on June 4th at 2100 military time, other people 9 p.m. After 6 days of being at home, finally time to get back on the road. Well, I come back, and on Tuesday, June 2nd, I get my truck back out of the shop, went to the Kenworth dealership, had some problems, had manifold leak, had a reverse air pressure problem that was causing my PSI on the air tanks going back and forth. It kept losing pressure every single time I would go to back up, and come to find out, every time I pushed on the brakes, the air would release out of my air lines, and so they had to fix that. I had a radiator leak, which I'm going to show you. I'm in my truck right now, just kind of letting you know, in the cab. Kind of, got to get everything back up, not everything's all clean and everything, but supposed to be my baby, supposed to be 2019 Kenworth T680. And for the most part, this truck's been really good, but it seems like she's dead in the water. Come back on Tuesday, had to get it jump started. Right out of the shop, had to get it jump started. Like I said, it went to the Kenworth. They're thinking a possibility of a few things. Either, they haven't checked it yet, but either it could be down here behind this plate is where the battery pack is. I'm on the driver's side, and underneath these bolts that I'm pointing my finger at, there, down at the bottom, step, there, there. That's six bolts they gotta replace. Take it off and check the battery, see if possibly one of the last technician possibly disconnected my batteries while it was at the shop, and possibly that's the reason why it will not keep its charge. Right after I get it jump started, as soon as they take off the charge, the advanced charger, instantly it dies out. There's no power, but as soon as you put it on, it'll kick up right away. Now, I know some people say, oh, it's probably the starter or the alternator. I just had 2 batteries replaced a year ago, brand new batteries, and I had the alternator a month later, because I kept telling them, could it be the alternator? Nah, it wasn't the alternator, not the alternator, as they said. So I said, well, it's got to be something. This alternator right here, brand new alternator. It's got 220 volt or amp alternator, 12 volts. It's the upper class of the alternators for these X15 series Cummins. It's a big daddy. The regular ones are 156 to 165 amp alternators that are standard on these trucks. They gave me the big one when the better one for starting it last year. So I don't think it's alternator unless there's a device problem. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys, I had some work done on rear manifold leak. Like I said, the pressure, they had to replace all of that. Then down here, where my hand is, let's see if you guys can see it. Right here. This is a metal or aluminum pipe hose that goes from the radiator. It's up here, radiator, and it goes to the water pump, which is right here. But because it's behind the framing, it was leaking from the water pump adjustment. I did not know. I could not. I didn't have the right tools to tighten up the clamps. Luckily, it was the clamps and it wasn't the water pump, so that was an easy fix. But like I said, the air pressure was all bad and everything, and it's been sitting in the shop for more than a month. You know how it is with the Kenworth. The dealerships say, oh, they're just going protocol. Nah, I don't believe it. Not these guys. Because whenever it is a warranty issue, you're always on the back burner. And when you own a truck from a lease from the big companies, just like I am, yes, I've been with them, they're an alright company, Swift, but that's all the signage on my truck, right there, just that small signage. I don't have those big S's, so, no, as you can see, my door doesn't say Swift on it. I can go up to the front, and go back here. We're looking. As you can see, the gray truck here has been sitting for a while, or the off-color orangish red, amber-colored truck. They have the Swift, not mine. Mine's clear. I'm a lease owner off, so no, I don't have to worry. I went within the warranty time. I got all my work done. But now I'm sitting here waiting because it took 6 weeks for them to get anything done. I finally got it. As you can tell, I keep my tires nice and new. These tires are only 6 months old. I had them brand new. I had all, not just the drives, 8 of them, but also back in December I had an alignment issue which was under warranty, so they had to replace my steer tires. I had 10 brand new steer tires, or 10 brand new tires on this truck. All you new guys, if they tell you that it's okay to have balding tires from a company, you might be in the wrong company, because you should have at least 230 seconds on your drives, and that's not just from one tread, guys. That's from each tread all the way across. You don't want to have the unwearing on the inside. If you have the unwearing where it's really balding on the inside of a tread or on the outside, that means you got an alignment issue. There's issues, and yes, it is common. It's not like only certain types of trucks. No, it's common on all. You want to make sure your airbags right here. You want to make sure that they're not damaged. You want to, as a driver, we're limited. But if you have a little bit of knowledge of what you're doing, you're going to see that, hey, I see this wrong. You got your leaf springs here. You want to make sure that everything is all nice and tight. You don't have no looseness or gaps. down here on your screws or your fifth wheel. Any of that stuff. I'm just putting some extra stuff in because, you know, it's a video of I'm broke down. Another day broke down. I'm a dead fish out of water. Because I can't do nothing until they figure out what's going on with my system. And yes, I do have chains, but I keep my chains in my side pouch. A lot of people will have them on their trailers, or they'll have these side setups. But years ago, I had an issue with chains when I was driving bobtails, picking up empty trailers, and I had a set of chains come out from my the chain connectors. As you could see, this one is the old-fashioned style. It came off, so part of the chain came off, went down underneath the tire here, and it ripped it completely, and it threw the chains behind the truck. Just imagine going down the freeway at highway speed, bobtail, you're bouncing around, all of a sudden chains go flying out the back, and luckily the cars behind me were able to get away from it. But so from now on, I put them in my side luggage racks. I put it there. Easy access. I can get in, get out, and all I have to do is, if a DOT officer asks me if I have them, yes, I do, sir. They're in the side pouch, side luggage pouch on the passenger side here. I have my chains. I have enough for all 8. I have all my axles, so I have enough chains for my trailer, axles, and my full setup for my drive tire axles. And so I have 4 axles, but 8 chains. I do the outside ones. They do have regulations on the Pacific Northwest, because I am out, working right now out there on the Pacific Northwest. And yes, I do go over the Rockies, the I-70. I go over the 80. I go over the 84. I've been on Cabbage Hill. I've been in Meacham Pass, Oregon. Cabbage Hill, Oregon on the 84 during the snow, during a light snowstorm, and I have chained up on those roads. I have gone on the 70. I had to chain up by Eisenhower Tower Tunnel and Lyndon Johnson Tunnel. That's if you don't know the tunnels, that's the tunnel at the top, at the highest point of the Rockies on the I-70, just before getting into Denver. I've also gone on the back roads, going between Wyoming and Colorado on the back roads during the winter with the snow and everything. And the biggest concern that I've had while driving with the snow is having all of a sudden big game. And when I say big game, if anybody knows those areas, you can have some really big elk, you can have some really big moose, or some mule deer, or the white-tailed deer that are not small at all, that can come out at any time, especially when they come in herds and everything. So I just wanted to give you a little, little video today, see how things are with you guys and everything, giving you updates and stuff. You always do your maintenance, always keep up on your stuff, because if not, you're going to be out on the side of the road. As you can tell, I'm actually at a terminal. I'm actually in a parking lot, not sitting on the side of the road broke down, but actually doing my proper maintenance and getting the services done where it